Alright, we're back. It's time to get this Morgrem, man. We haven't had a lot of time to play. But, now that we do have time, let's get this shiny. So then we can do the gym battle in the next hunt. And so on and so forth. Until the ends of the shiny badge quest. Slash the video that's made and all that fun stuff. Should be pretty good, I ain't gonna lie. Should be pretty solid. Wait, it's 7? There's no way that it's 7. How the heck did I sleep so late? It's crazy. I don't know that I've slept that long in my life. It's crazy. You can't go play with her? I can go play with her. With her. What's up? He is quite emo. He's not purple. But he will be. I was doing a little calculating with ChatGPT just because I was curious how long it would take to get to hit full odds on average. It was of course giving me the calculations with the shiny charm, which doesn't work on scripted hunts. But apparently that wasn't actually what it was saying. So basically it should take about 13 hours. And since I stream about an hour each stream, about 13 streams on average. Which isn't too bad, honestly. Now obviously I hope to get lucky and get it sooner than that. But we shall see. We need the purple pants. Purple pants, white hair, blue skin. That's all we need. But it'll happen. We got the freaking Applin super quick. I went back and was watching that clip. Pretty good clip, because I was so not expecting to get it that I was like getting ready to talk to those NPCs enough times to completely complete the scene decks and be able to start getting apricorns, which I did eventually do anyways because I went back there just to get apricorns. But I was like, for sure I'll be here hunting long enough to complete that scene decks. And yeah, it wasn't the case. Also, if I had done Glimwood, or if I had done that hunt after I'd beaten the game and did the den manipulation to get a purple beam, I could have got 2k watts per circle around, and depending upon how many encounters I did, I'd be pretty wealthy in watts. And that would have helped with getting the fossils I needed for the fossil hunt, but I already had over 500 of each on my other accounts, so I just traded them over. So not a big deal. I got my dogs here, and they're being very playful with each other. And for some reason, Theo's weird butt decided to sleep in the bathroom. And we only got one bathroom in the apartment, so I've just been going in there and going pee and stuff next to him because he's crashed out on the floor. Kids are weird, man. I don't get it. I was so concerned with hitting the button at like the quickest pace possible that I was like considering putting my coffee down and not taking a sip at that exact moment. Then I realized it makes very little difference and that I should just chill out. I got Theo a little Lego Ditto, and I got myself the same one of Rotom. I'm thinking about getting my sister one of Litwick or Sableye. I think they're in the series. Yep, it is. Never understand these people that make eBay listings and then they make the item really cheap and the shipping really expensive. It's like to try to bait you into looking at their listing and then be like, wait a second, this is actually hot garbage. And here's this guy trying to sell. This must be the whole collection. So it looks like just like the other one, it's about 15 bucks. I'll probably buy it for eventually. What are you guys barking about, bro? Quit being cringe, dog. Okay, so they do have a Sableye. Oh, they also have that, like, new, like, hound Pokemon. Menards. I've never bought anything from Menards. I've heard of it. You can save 87 cents after a mail-in rebate? What a deal. Oh, they got a Phantump as well? So there's a good chance this one would be one of the ones we wanted, but I think it's one of those luck of the draw ones. Okay. Let's see how much it is with shipping. It says it's only 11 bucks. The problem is, what's the percentage? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, they're all good options, actually. She would like any of these. Okay. This might be the play. Gillette, Washington. Okay. Alright. Let's try checking out. I think it's gonna tack on shipping at some point. It's just got to. I don't believe that this is as cheap as it's saying. Actually, hang on. I gotta go. Maybe there's a store closer to her. Hang on. It's starting to get labor intensive here. It's probably going to end up tacking on shipping at the end. It's like a whole series of spooky ones. Seems kind of perfect, actually. Oh, it says calculating shipping. Here it is. So there's a $3 processing fee and $5 delivering charge. So yeah, it averages out to the same 15 bucks. So get out of here, bro. Get out of here, bruh. Nice try, though. I wanted to sort by cheapest first, but it's not letting me. See if there's any that are less than 10 bucks and free shipping. Oh, they got some knockoff ones on AliExpress. Okay, there we go. That's what I was looking for. Freaking Menards, man. Be a good deal if you didn't have to pay all the extra crap. I can suck Menards for all those extra fees, bruh. So it has a Foy Coco and it has it listed as a Cho-Cho dial. Is that like a a name in a different language or something? Because that's not what Foy Coco is. Cho-Cho dial? The actual heck? Dude, they have a whole playset. For some of these. It's crazy. Huh. Alright, well, not a big fan of what's happening there. Not a big fan. Let's check on eBay. Oh dang, they're actually pretty cheap on Amazon. Man, I should have gone to Amazon to begin with. What the heck? Actually, I'm pretty sure it wasn't on Amazon. Or else I would have found it on there already. Because I was checking the whole internet for Rotan. To be fair. No spooky ones? Nope, no spooky ones. People are just selling manuals by themselves. Who's buying manuals by themselves? Seems a little weird. Hey, yo, Dougie. These are all super lame common Pokemon that people don't care about, except for the people that do. Man, people sell everything, I'm telling you. Nobody's there, nerd. Hush there, monkey! What you do? I won't actually kill you. But I will be annoyed by you. Yes, I will. Quit making a little sounds, Dougie. No more making sounds. Now have I seen none of the spooky ones except Rotom? Oh, Tink-a-Tink. It's not a spooky one, but it's different. Pancham. Another Tink-a-Tink. What's up? Hi, puppies. Zubat. Zubat's eye ain't the best. Froakie. Rowlet. Fennekin. Let's get into some more interesting options. Choodle. More Pico. Oh, I hit the blinds. Hush your buns, doggy doos. You guys are so loud. What's this? Machop? Yeah, Machoppy. Good old Machoparooski. Look, well, this one's a Fuecoco, and it's called Fuecoco, not Charcharmon, or whatever the heck the stupid other one was called. Dude, have we not seen a single spooky one yet? They must be rare and hard to find. First time I saw a Larvitar. We're already up to like $13. What are you doing on my couch, dog? Do you want to get beat up? Mm-hmm. Okay, this one says it's a you choose, so let's take a look here. Okay, none of those are ones we care about. I don't know if this is the best strategy. Which series has all the spooky guys? That's what we need to figure out. Okay, Series 3. Okay, well most people don't have it categorized by series. Oh, here we go. This is the actual series itself. Alright, which one does it have? It has GQ. Okay, so $15, free shipping. That's about what I expected. I want to get a Mimikyu though, that's the one I'm leaning towards, but... Oh, 22! Okay, so it had a more recent series. They like re-released it. Okay. This guy's smoking crack if he thinks it's $100 for 6 of those. Alright, this one's 12. So like 17. Hey. $15, $16, $20 something. Way too much. Mimikyu is spendy. Okay. Okay. So $15 is the cheapest no matter how you slice it. Hey doggy. Doggy. Alright, I gotta get my groceries. I want them to sit out there for too long, so I'll be back. Well, that took longer than I expected. I was gonna just hurry up and put away the frozen and refrigerated stuff, but they had it spread out between every single bag, man. That was only a bagger for like, what? A couple weeks, and I know to put all the cold stuff together. Like, what the heck? I don't take no genius to put all them cold stuff together, bro. I'm dying. My hardcore Iron Man completed. All right. So the other day I got Ooh? I am alive. Yeah, I've been alive. You're the one that dipped out, bruh. Been here this whole time. Being alive and everything. Though I was researching these Mega Construct Pokeball things because I wanted to get one for my sister. Weird. My chat must have been disconnected because I didn't get anything from you since like half an hour ago. My chat must have been bugging. Well, that's weird. Sorry about that, bro. I thought you just, went to go do stuff or something. But yeah, I was looking at these, like, little Mega Construct Lego Pokeball things because I got one for Theodore of Ditto, and then I got one for myself of Rotom, which I can show you in just a second. I'm checking shinies on Pokemon Go, or 4 shinies on Pokemon Go, and I was thinking about getting one for my sister. My sister really likes like spooky Pokemon, like ghosts and bats and ghouls and goblins and such. So I would get her the Mimikyu because I think the Mimikyu looks the coolest, but the Mimikyu is like $10 more than all the rest of them in that series. So, yeah, I don't think so. I don't even know if they have one of Clamperl, but even if they did, it wouldn't be within that realm that I just mentioned, my guy. You gotta stay within that. She just likes spooky stuff, sure, you could say mystical is a way of describing it. But yeah, she's always really been into like old horror films and stuff like that. So hang on a second. Yeah, it came with a lure ball, which I thought was kind of surprising. But yeah, you actually have to build them. They come with little Lego pieces. You put them together, and then you mount them on top of the Pokeball. Theo took forever with his. He kept asking me for help, but I was like busy with something, so I said, dude, just follow the instructions. And eventually he got it put together, his Ditto. And then I put mine together in like maybe 5 minutes. It's not super difficult, but it's kind of fun for like that little moment where you're doing it. And then, but yeah, I thought I could get one for my sister so she could be part of the crew. They're kind of spendy for how tiny they are. When I was doing that research where I didn't see your messages in the chat, the cheapest I could find them online was about $15. Theo's one I got for $5 though, because I got it at a clearance at this grocery store, so that was cool. Oh, I have. Yeah, she does Dynamax Adventures with me sometimes, but you'll never get to see those because she doesn't play with me until like 8 o'clock our time, which is in the middle of the night your time. So the only way that you'd be able to see that collab is if you watch the VOD or something, or if you were just staying up really late for some reason. But yeah, we did one time. I try to talk her into Dynamax Adventures with me. I also would host Shedinja raids for her in Sword and Shield so she could farm like infinite candy. It's really easy in that game to farm candy. Shedinja's not like the best option, but it is because you can, if you have a move that works on him, you can one-shot him every time, so it's just really fast. So I hosted those for her. She just would come in, one-shot it, collect the candy, boom, boom, boom. And, yeah. Helped her, because that's the thing. She was having this issue where every time she got a new cute Pokemon that she liked better than the other one, she's like, oh, I want to use this one instead. But then that one was under-leveled. So she was having that issue of constantly changing her team because she wanted the more cute or scary or spooky or all of the above Pokemon. So I was like, alright, I'll host a den for you. You can get like infinite candy, and then anytime... Litwick was one I showed her, actually. She didn't find that herself, because Litwick, actually, you don't really see Litwick when you're playing the game in the wild, because he's a grass flicker encounter, and he's actually fairly rare. So, and actually, even, the second form, I forget what it's called, you only get in the Lake of Outrage. So no, you don't really like naturally come across Litwick in a playthrough. But she likes Litwick. But when it was her birthday, I said, hey, for your birthday, I'll shiny hunt a Pokemon for you. Just let me know which one you want. And I gave her a bunch of options, and she picked Litwick. And I shiny hunted Litwick for her, and it took me like 3 months, something like that. I wasn't doing it like every day, but even using, because it was grass flicker, and even using like whichever one makes them appear more, I think it's Flash Fire, something like that, that makes fire Pokemon appear more. It still took me a couple months at least. That's a good question. I don't know if she has a specific favorite. She's been really liking Mimikyu lately. But she hasn't told me that she specifically has a favorite. She likes Mimikyu, she likes Sableye, she likes Litwick, she likes Phantump, she likes Pumpkaboo. She likes, Woobat and Noibat or whatever it is. And then I talked her into doing her first shiny hunt herself in Pokemon. I talked her into doing a shiny hunt, her first shiny hunt in Pokemon Scarlet for a shiny Dreepy. So that was her first shiny she got herself. And I hosted a union circle for her so then she could use my shiny charm. And sandwiches. I made a sandwich and everything and hosted it on my game. So yeah. Didn't take her too long. But she doesn't have the shiny charm in Sword and Shield, and I've been encouraging her to get the shiny charm, but it's a lot of commitment, especially with how much she works and how many other things she has going on. So I just encourage her to keep doing it, because if she got the shiny charm, then she could have better odds in getting shinies when we do our Dynamax Adventures. Because me and Theo have the shiny charm. Not because Theo got the shiny charm, though, but because I got the shiny charm on Theo's account. Because I figured out that if you can use basically Pokemon Home to auto-complete the Pokedex on other accounts if you already have a living dex. So I made a living dex in Pokemon Home, and then I connect whose ever account that's like in close proximity to me to my Switch. Then I transfer over my home entire box into their account, load their account up, insta-complete their Pokedex, pop them all back into my home. And you can just insta-complete the Pokedex on anyone's profile that your Pokemon Home is attached to if you have a living dex on your Pokemon Home. So yeah, I did that for Theodore, and then he goes like, "I have the shiny charm," like he did it, and I was like, "Yeah, you didn't do that, dude. You haven't even beat Sword and Shield yet." He literally, his account is only like 3 or 4 badges in, and he has a shiny charm. Because of me. I know. I am a cool guy. But that's the funny thing is, since we've been doing Dynamax Adventures together, and that reminds me, I need to message her. She's been leaving me on red lately, though. But since we've been doing Dynamax Adventures together, I've actually been the only one who's gotten a shiny Pokemon. So Theo has the charm, I have the charm, obviously. She doesn't have the charm, but Dynamax Adventures still have pretty good odds to get shinies anyways. And still, I'm the only one that got a shiny. And I bet you will never guess what Pokemon of all Pokemon that I got in Dynamax Adventures shiny. Of all Pokemon in the entire game. Actually, I'm not sure which form it was, but it was Rotom. I think it was base form Rotom. But yeah, it was Rotom. And I didn't go for Rotom to try and get Rotom, because I've gotten Rotom a bunch of times shiny. I've gotten him in shiny dens. I've gotten him in the wild hundreds of times. I hatched it. I hatched one of them. That's the first one I ever got of him, actually hatched. And then Yeah. So Dynamax Adventures, I was like, who cares? But that's just happened to be like the best path for us to get things that would help us beat the boss Pokemon at the end, and then I get the shiny Rotom, and I'm like, really? I'm the one that gets a shiny when I'm trying to encourage you guys to play so you can get shinies? Speaking of that, since you said you have the DLC, we could do Dynamax Adventures together as well. Because you don't even need to have beaten the game because you're using rental Pokemon. The only thing is, if you choose to keep anything at the end, they're all level 60s. So, if you choose to play with them, they will obey you because they're yours. And then you'll just destroy the game with them. So I don't recommend it until you've at least gotten far enough in the game to where you would naturally have level 60 Pokemon. It can be fun to do for shiny hunting, but it's an easy way to cheese the game. Like, you can instantly, as soon as you get to the Wild Zone, go to Dynamax Adventures, get a full team of 60s, and cheese the whole game because they'll listen to you. In fact, that's what Theo's doing on his playthrough, because he's like, why wouldn't I use them? So he has a full team of 60s when he's only a few badges in. But he also has a shiny level 100 Zamazenta that we got from GameStop. And that doesn't listen to him, but he still uses it anyways, even though it uses the wrong moves and goes to sleep and ignores him and stuff. He still uses it to, like, one-shot everything eventually. Because why would he want a challenge? He's a little kid. But yeah, you're welcome to Dynamax Adventure with us if we happen to all be together. Or even just me and you one day, we can just do a special stream of that or something like that. I'd be down with that. I like Dynamax Adventures. They're fun. And like I said, it's rental Pokemon, so you don't need anything besides the DLC to jump in there and potentially get something cool. Since Theo's still crashed out, I'm probably going to go a little bit longer on this stream than I normally do. Might go make another coffee and just chill. But yeah, I'm tempted to grab up one of these spooky Pokemon thingies for my sister. I'll ask you your opinion, because I think they're all about the same price, except for Mimikyu. So there's Graveyard, which is the new Generation 9 ghost dog guy with a candle on his head. He's not my favorite, but I think she would like him, especially since she likes pets a lot. Then there's Dreepy, which would kind of have like a significance to her because that was her first shiny hunt. Then there's Sableye, which she's already told me that she likes Sableye. Then there's Rotom, which I would lean away from getting just because that's kind of my thing, and she's never really shown interest in Rotom. And then there's Phantump, which Phantump's just a cute little ghostly guy. VR, you're going into virtual reality? Hopefully you can make it back out. I've heard bad things. I'll be right back as well. I'm going to make a coffee. Welcome back. I was asking you a question, and then you left. I was asking which one you thought my sister might like for me to order for her. I'm asking her, so I'll let her ultimately decide. But there's like a whole series of those blocks ones. So it has Greybard, that new Gen 9 dog ghost Pokemon with a candle on its head. There's Dreepy, which would have like a significance to her since that was the first one she shiny hunted. Then there's Sableye, which she said that she likes. Then there's Mimikyu, but I'm not going to do that one because it's like extra $10, and I don't feel like spending more just because it's something people like more. Rotom, which I think I probably wouldn't do because that's more of a my thing than her thing. And then Phantump, which is just a cute ghost tree-faced boa. I think I'm leaning towards Sableye or Dreepy. But that's if she doesn't get back to me. She's been leaving me on red recently. Recently. Dreepy. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I like Sableye, but I don't much like the blocks one. Maybe I can show you. It just doesn't look very much like Sableye to me. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on my phone or not. It just looks a little off, like the little gem or whatever. It kind of looks more like a robot or something. I don't know. Doesn't look very Sableye-ish to me. Like, you can tell what's going for, but a little wonky, in my own opinion. Are you afraid of the Sableye? Yeah, it's not the best. I mean, they all look kind of goofy, because even if you look at the Dreepy looks pretty goofy too, but they're trying to make it out of Legos, you know what I mean? So even the Dreepy looks pretty derp. It's derpy. That's its form. Derpy, Dreepy's cousin. Yeah, he's still better for sure. You know what does actually look the best in terms of accuracy to the Pokemon though? Phantump actually looks the best. He's pretty spot on. Look at that. Picturesque even. In terms of like building out and looking like the actual Pokemon, Phantump looks the most accurate. For sure. And Rotom. But there's not a lot to Rotom. The head of the... But that's the way his head looks. His head has that little flat part on the top and bottom, and it's like rounded on this side. Huh. Vogue. You know? That's just how Dreepy looks, my guy. That's what I meant! Phantump. Yeah. I'm saying the wrong words. No, Dreepy looks blocky, you're right, yeah. Dreepy just looks kind of like Kiko Kiki. That's the sound of when something's blocky, in case you didn't know. I'm gonna go get some, put some creamer in my coffee and grab it up. Well, that's very nice of you. Everybody likes mac and cheese. Just kidding. I don't. Is mac and cheese even a thing that you guys make in the UK? I mean, probably occasionally, but I don't think it's a popular dish like it is here. I put a blackout curtain up in my bedroom because I go to bed while the sun's still out pretty consistently. And I figure it would help because it was a little too warm even with my AC going. I was just kind of like sweaty and feeling gross, and that's not good for sleeping. Noodles, see, pretty close. Noodles, mac and cheese. I called the noodles part. But I put a blackout curtain up, supposed to help with the temperature, but it also makes it dark. And I usually sleep about 6 hours on average, and last night I slept for like 8 hours. It's nuts. I don't think I've slept 8 hours since like I was in my 20s. So it's weird. I'm not usually a rested kind of guy, except for when I get, in trouble with the law. But that's different. And you don't need to know about that. What's weird, the sleeping too much or getting arrested? I guess not too much. Sleeping more than normal. I actually read, because I'd been told my whole life that that you can oversleep and then it makes you more tired. So I just researched it because I was like, is that actually true? Because I've just heard that my whole life, and no, apparently it's not true. You won't be like more rested, but you're not going to be more tired because of it. And it said the only way that it's a problem is if you find yourself sleeping when you don't need to sleep, because then it's an indicator that you might be like depressed or have some other health condition. And I'm like, all right, fair enough. Because I was always paranoid about, oh, maybe I'm getting too much sleep and then that's making me tired. Apparently not. Not to what I read. So I thought that was kind of interesting. But yeah, I have a 3-day weekend here, so I'm probably going to stream at least a little bit every day. And I'm going to try to convince my sister to do Dynamax Adventures with me and Theodore. And then maybe I'll do a nighttime stream with us. And yeah, there might be a fair amount of streaming on these days off if I can convince folks to do it. Or maybe I'll just make Theo do a Dynamax Adventure with me in the evening regardless, and then she can join if she wants to. That would be pretty cool, actually. I don't know what that is. I spend most of my time playing Pokemon in general. There's a dude I found locally that can take a look at my modded 3DS and see if he can get my cartridges launching again, because I spent a lot of money getting it modded so that I could use it for streaming, and it won't launch cartridges now. And he has this... He thinks that it overheated and melted the board, but he needs to take a look at it. And if that's the case, I'm going to see about if the dude that modded it for me will like refund part of the modding, because then if so, I'll buy another one and get that one modded. Because I don't think the dude did it on purpose. The guy that modded it, he has a really good reputation and everything. But I do want to have a modded one I can stream on, because I want to be able to stream older DS, 3DS games. Yeah, I mean, I think that'd be fair. I'm not trying to accuse dude of anything. I think he did a good job. I just don't think he realized that it did overheat, if that's what happened. So yeah, I could have a local dude take a look at it, see if that's what's going on. If it is, I'll contact the other dude, see if he's willing to work with me. I'll grab up another 3DS, and then I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this one, because I'm a lot of money into this one, and unless I can replace the part that was overheated, then it might just be bricked outside of just playing non-cartridge, only playing modded, which I'm not much into that, I don't like playing only virtual console stuff. I like having the physical games because I'm a shiny hunter. That's kind of the point of what I do, is having like transferable and whatever. So it just kind of ruins things for me. It's just a bummer, dude, because like I said, I'm so much money into it. It makes me sad. Yeah, I probably would play it like with Theodore or some friends or something. I don't usually delve into other games unless I'm playing with friends. Like, for instance, we got this FPS game that me and friends are going to be playing together called Ready or Not, which I think is like a SWAT type game where you play as a cop and you like breach hostage situations and stuff and try to take out everybody and save the day or something. I think that's what it is. And a friend of mine had me buy it because we were supposed to all play together, like a group of 4 of us, and then nobody else bought it but me and him. So I just haven't even launched the game. But apparently had more of my friends pick it up during this last round of discounts on Steam. So we're supposed to be playing that. Sometimes I'll play a game called Smite 2, but again, since I don't have any friends that are playing it, I haven't been playing it lately. I just log in every day to get my daily rewards for it. And then I got my brother back into playing Hearthstone. So I've been playing that a little bit with him. And that game, dude, like I'll just look up what's a good meta deck, and then I'll build it. And then most of the time I'm kicking people's butts. But I went up against a priest that uses a deck that just copies your deck. So he plays cards that copy your deck and then discount your cards. So he used my own deck to destroy me. Like, he beat me very badly. And I was I was like, are you kidding me, dude? You're using my own deck against me and kicking my teeth in. I'm not a fan of this. Stop doing it. Yeah, it's a cool deck, though. It made me want to build it, actually. I like the idea of not knowing what you're going to play every game. Just going in and basically being like, I will take that deck. Let me see if I can figure out how to play it better than you. Like, imagine that's your strategy. Like, it's it's very cocky in a fun way. Like, imagine you're playing Pokemon and your whole team is Dittos, but your Dittos just actually copy their Pokemon 1-for-1, so that it's just mirror matching every time. And then you're just like, I will play your Pokemon better than you, therefore I'll beat you. He also got some really good RNG, though, because I don't even know what combination of cards that he played, but he was able to create a Pokemon. Well, I know one of the things he did, but the initial spawn of the Pokemon, because of all these buffs that he got, plus RNG, he got a 12-12 out, and then he buffed it up to a 14 or something like that, and I think I only had like 12 health left. So I was like, cool, I'm just dead. I can't kill that, and he will kill it with me next turn. So I think I got him down to like 3 health, and then he just smacked me in the face and killed me. But I mean, it is what it is. I did my best. Not much you can do about it. Man, I was pretty sure I was gonna get the shiny this stream. I don't know why, but I had a good feeling about it. My feeling is starting to change, though. That's the thing. I try not to get too, like, invested in winning in games, because I have a tendency to be very critical with myself. So the attitude I try to have now is like, did I play well? Where can I improve? You know? Not like, oh, they beat me. But I know that I do have a tendency to get like bothered by stuff. So in Hearthstone, you can do something called squelching someone, which turns off their emoting, because you can't like chat in that game, but you can send like little messages like "good game" or "mistakes were made" or something like that, right? And people will spam those at you when they're kicking your butt to piss you off. So I'll just squelch people at the beginning of the game so that I don't hear any emotes from them, because if I start falling behind, I don't want them to start emoting me and pissing me off. I'll think about it. I'll talk to Theodore about it. See if he wants to play with me. Lately, he's been playing mostly Roblox, Valorant, and a little bit of Apex. And I got him playing a little bit of Team Fortress because I gifted him an unusual hat that I unboxed. I told him that I'd gift it to him as long as he promised never to sell it or trade it to anybody. Because I like gifting things to friends and family, but too many times they've just turned around and sold it or traded it to somebody else, and that pisses me off. Like, I gave my daughter a marked shiny Machoke that I got, and she traded it for a Den shiny, an exploited Den shiny. And I was like, why did you do that? Mine is a wild marked shiny, and you traded it for an exploit shiny. Why'd you do that? And she's like, oh, I wanted it. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm not going to give you any more cool things. But I did, though. It might have been before that, but I gave her a marked Rotom as well. And I think I gave Theo a marked Rotom also. And I gave my ex-wife a shiny Ponyta. I gave, like I said, my sister a shiny Litwick. I gift almost all of my friends that I talk into playing the game perfect breeding dittos, which I have one for you if you ever intend to do any breeding. I can give you a breeding ditto. I have like 2 pages of them, because I used to trade them for swag balls. But yeah. Why not? You don't like breeding? Breeding's fun. That's how you can get perfect stat Pokemon. So once I'm done sipping on this coffee, I think we'll wrap up the stream. Theo's still sleeping in the bathroom, so we're not like missing out on anything. Alright, well, enjoy your time in prison for murder. Hi, Win. For some reason, I thought that was going to be the shiny. I thought that'd be a good clip. It's not always the best clip that it gives you, huh? Huh, Callie? Oh! Whoa! Ugh. Man, that coffee pretty fresh, I ain't gonna lie. Hello. Hello, Callie Doodledee. Hi. Are you a cutie pie? Huh? There's Win scratching away at the couch, trying to soften it up for her. It's already as soft as it's gonna get, you monkey. I'm getting low in my chair, and I don't even care. Alright, game. Gotta describe something to you, okay? I would like for you to give me a Morgrem with purple pants, blue skin, and white hair. Alright? So if you could provide that, I'll catch it. And everything will be good in the world. And we'll move on to the next hunt after we take out the next gym leader. Won't that be so fun? Won't that be so fun? Won't that be so fun, Callie? La la la. It's been a little minute since I checked my spawn. My name is Pokemon Go. Welcome back. You came back right as my chat was acting like my YouTube isn't connected anymore. We'll see if it is. Looks like it is. So we'll ignore that, I guess. We got a shiny Slugma in Pokemon Go yesterday. And before that, we got a shiny Witch Hat Pikachu, because they have this like event going on where like all the different hats and costume Pikachus are all appearing for like the 30th anniversary of something or other. I don't know what it is. But yeah. Yeah, well, everything's dead. But, you know, it's hard to build traction unless you're botting and clip farming and doing some other shenanigans. You said it wrong. You don't even have to add anything. You just say Slugma. Fill in the blank. The meme Pokemon. I told Theo that when I got it. I said, look, I just got a shiny of the meme Pokemon. And I went to show him, and he was like on the computer talking to his friends, who was like, what? Huh? Okay. Cool. And I'm like, alright, dude. Quit acting like you're cooler than me. You're not. And then I hit the power button, and it shut off the computer. And then he cried. And then I, you know, laughed. You know, that just is what it is. Sometimes you gotta torture children. I said, be impressed by my meme shiny. Yo. loser. Ooh, puppy duppy does. Show you the puppy. Rub your belly. Belly, 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 belly. See the puppy duppy. Is there shiny Pokemon in Cobblemon? Like I said, I'll talk to Theodore about it. He's supposed to be getting a new mouse soon, because his mouse is pretty busted. He wants like a freaking $240 mouse and nothing else, and I'm like, dude, you break mice all the time. Why do you want to buy such an expensive one to break? And he's like, 'cause it's the best. I'm like, cool. Why don't you just like go buy some antique china and smash that? Like, if you have a tendency to break stuff, my dude, you should probably get something that is more sturdy. If I collab, then no, I wouldn't be dedicated to a type. Unless by type you consider pseudo-legendaries a type. Because I mostly stick with pseudo-legendaries. When I first started playing Pokemon, all I liked was tri-evolutionary dual types. I didn't know which Pokemon were actually good or not. I just knew that I liked ones that had 3 evolutionary forms and dual typing. Because I thought that was the best. My brain was like, dual typing, that means you can cover more of the types that exist. Because you have 2 types and they have 1 type. So therefore you can make a team where you can cover every single type weakness combination and destroy the entire world. And I don't think it worked out that way, but the logic was sound for the moment. Win, can you just not get comfortable, my gal? You keep on scratching at the couch. So we didn't have like a traditional dinner last night because I had a really late lunch. So Theo just ate a whole bunch of chips before bed. And yeah, we need to have some actual food today so he doesn't die of obesity. Like a heart condition / diabetes / hypertension. Preeclampsia, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, high weight. Fall through the earth. You don't like that? Come on, man. Come on, man. Alright. I think we're going to start wrapping up the stream. I haven't quite finished my coffee, but I don't think the shiny's going to come this stream. I hate to be doom and gloom, but it's not looking like it. So I'll probably start trying to wake up Theodore and make some plans for the day and junk. I also got to figure out what the heck's going on with my freaking dryer. Because my dryer just... Not only does it not heat up because the element's broken, which they already told me the element's broken and they're supposed to have them coming in and fixing it, but now it's saying that the vent needs to be cleaned out, and it's clean already. So it just won't let me start up my dryer. My clothes are getting all mildewy. Now, I shouldn't have to fix stuff because I'm renting, but it doesn't help me if the fact that it won't start up, you know, because tickets take a while for them to fill, and it's the weekend. So what I'll probably just have to do is take everything out, throw it back in the washing machine, knowing that it's going to need to all be washed again, because it's going to smell nasty, because it's not dry, because we don't hang stuff up to dry here. Well, especially not if you have an apartment, you know. Do apartments have hanging lines there, though, I think, huh? Like out on their, like, balconies or whatever? Or is there, like, communal hanging lines? Because I know you guys mostly hang up your laundry. I'm not sure. Come on, purple pants. It ain't that much to ask for you to give me some purple pants. Purple pants. Did my chat stop working again? Nope, you're just actually not there. Or not typing at the moment. So I was like, I haven't seen a message in a while. Is my chat messed up again? Apparently not. Alright, so I think we're going to probably do about 5 more encounters. And then we'll wrap the stream up. Got a little bit of a longer one this time. Getting our reps in. But, you know, eventually the shiny will come, because that's how probability works. And we don't give up easy around these parts. Or we never give up, one of the two. Alright, last encounter for the stream. Cross your fingers, toes, and butt cheeks, everybody. Didn't work, uncross your cheeks. It'll have to be another time. Unless you guys like are holding it a poop, then continue to cross your cheeks. But probably head towards the restroom. Alright? But I will see you next time. I had a lot of fun. And I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye!